What is happening, guys? UFC 297 this weekend. First pay-per-view event of the year. Looking forward to it. Obviously, the main event is, we've got plenty to talk about with that. I'm going to go through the whole card because we've got a few good fights on there. Obviously, starting off the main card was Arnold Allen and Mosbar, which is going to be one that obviously I've got my eye on. I've got some contenders there. But plenty to talk about throughout the card, but obviously the main event, plenty to talk about there. Some live experience on the last show, obviously, when we were there in December. Yeah, all the chaos that happened.
And let you ingest it. So it started with Plessis sort of being shown Strickland.
We know a little bit more about that situation. He did bite Dricus, so we told you that here on the last show, or last time I chatted about that, that we thought that he might have bit him. I know Craig was sitting. I'm like, oh, maybe. I think I might have seen that. And it turned out it did happen. But anyway, we'll get more into that later. Let's get into the first fight of the card, of the main card, sorry. Arnold Allen and Mosbar. Evloev. That's it, Evloev. He's, I've actually trained with him in Tiger a long time ago. I wasn't in the UFC then either, I don't think. Or maybe I was, I can't remember. Arnold Allen's no joke. He's dangerous on the feet. He's got good hands. He's pretty patient. He's calculated. He's got good grappling. I think he's got good takedown defense. I think he's very well-rounded. So if I look at skill, I'm going to have to lean towards Arnold Allen. And Mosbar, he's undefeated, so he's got an incredible record. So if he was to win and beating someone like Arnold Allen, he's right up there. He's a contender. That could get him to title contentions. Look, the favourite in this one, Evloev. I think I'd lean towards Arnold Allen. I think he's fought some big names, some higher caliber fighters. So he's an underdog. So there, I think that's a pretty good underdog bet there with Arnold Allen. Let's go with Chris Curtis and Marc Andre. Look, I don't know enough about this. I've watched enough of Curtis. Curtis got some good boxing. He's fit. He's tough. He's a gamer. He's a good fighter. So he's a favourite as well, a slight favourite. And I'd lean towards Chris Curtis. I think he's boxing, training with guys like Sean Strickland. Chris Curtis, I'm going to lean towards Chris Curtis on that one. Now, Neil Magny and Mike Malott. Look, Neil Magny, I like to do. He's been around, a veteran, fought everyone. Mike Malott, obviously they're fighting in Canada. This is in Canada. So he's going to have a huge crowd advantage. I put on a show in his last time he fought in Canada. I got the finish, I'm pretty sure. And I'm expecting him to have a bit of a show out here. He's a favourite, a big favourite in this fight. I know Malott likes his submission game and that as well. I think Neil Magny's pretty hard to control and take down. I don't think he's easy to do that. I think he can get taken down though. So if I had to lean towards someone, I'm going to lean towards a favourite here in Mike Malott. I think, again, with the crowd advantage, he knows how to finish. I'm going to go with Malott. He's a favourite, fighting home crowd. I think that's going to get him over the edge for this one. All right, now for the co-main event, Raquel Pennington and Bueno Silva. So Amanda Nunes is retired, so they're fighting for the belt. You know what I mean? The belt is up for grabs, and Pennington and Silva are going to go at it. Pennington's been around a long time, fought the who's who. The favourite is Silva. I think I am leaning towards Silva. I'm always a big part of my picks. I usually look at this, and I don't look at this as an easy fight for any of the two. So then you see someone that's a favourite, even though it's not a massive favourite. I still sometimes think, look, an underdog. You can never really just bet against Pennington. But if I'm probably going to go with the favourite on this one. I think it is going to go a decision. If I had to pick, I think it's going the distance, whether that's a bet. I don't think you would make much money on that. Obviously, they both can finish, but I think this will go to the distance. Decision for Silva. That's my pick. All right, now, so we're going to do the main event. Sean Strickland, Dricus du Plessis. So there's so much to talk about. Obviously, when we were there for Colby Covington, Leon Edwards, they had their punch on. Words were said. I was obviously at the press conference.
Yeah, I got a nerve. I hit a nerve.
And you did see Dricus, once he made them remarks, obviously bringing up the childhood, sort of trauma and bringing up abuse and stuff. You did see, I think Sean O'Malley might have brought some stuff up as well. You did sort of see a it flipped the switch a little bit. He went from, they were going to be very friendly towards each other, it seemed like at the start of that press conference, and then it sort of just turned. Sean Strickland's a favourite. There's not much in it, slight favourite. He's a champion, obviously coming off a big win, so I can see why people do that. But stylistically, how do I think this fight's going to go? Man, I'm pretty 50-50 on it, to be honest. Sean Strickland's a very calculated sort of fighter. You see him, even though everyone thinks he's very aggressive and all that, he doesn't really fight like that. He's very defensive. His guard's always up. He's got that Philly shell. He won't go crazy with shots. He only will really let his hands go when the openings are there, when his opponents are out of position. He's very calculated in that sense. He might slip out a lot of punches. He might throw some volume, but it's usually safe sort of punches. He'll do that more defensive. It's like his offense is very defensive, if that makes sense. Du Plessis is going to come forward. He's going to be aggressive. He can grab him. He's very strong. I think Du Plessis is just freakishly strong. So that could be a factor. But that's when I want to talk about takedown defense. I think Sean Strickland's takedown defense is underrated. I don't think you get to see too much, probably because of his takedown defense. People try a little bit, it's not there. He doesn't really give him the opportunity to shoot and get him down. Can he get taken down? 100% he can. Because obviously Rob Whittaker's takedown defense is very good. And Du Plessis was able to take him down. So it just shows you how strong he is. The one thing, it was funny when we were on the sides, because we were sitting right next to Sean Strickland. He was talking about Tony Ferguson's fight with Paddy Pimblett, and he's like going, look, he's just got to get up. He's talking about jiu-jitsu, like a lot of fighters, once they hit the ground, they just go jiu-jitsu. Next minute, they're in their guard, they're trying to play guard, and they struggle to get up. And, he's saying jiu-jitsu doesn't work and all that. He's obviously the way he says it might sound a little more over the top, but I actually get what he's saying. There's a time and place. If the guard's not working, stuff the guard, get up. So it shows you that, Sean Strickland isn't about pulling guard and playing jiu-jitsu. If you're taking him down, he is trying to build himself straight up. He is happy to turtle, where a lot of people think, he's giving up his back, but he's not. He's wary of you wanting to get your underhooks or get your hooks in. He's going to make sure that he's defensively aware as he's getting up, not letting you actually get these hooks and actually be able to put yourself in a position where you can choke him. He's going to be wary of that in the transition onto his feet. So that's where I think could be a pretty good reason why we might see this on the feet a bit. I think Du Plessis is strong. I think Sean will probably end up finding his way back to his feet, and it's going to be a stand-up battle. And I still think it's pretty 50-50 on the feet. I think he's pretty awkward, Du Plessis. The later rounds, I want to see, obviously, Du Plessis ended up having his nose surgery. He said that was giving him a lot of grief, and he said he felt great in his last one. It definitely made a difference. So let's see, because I think cardio, we know Sean Strickland doesn't waste too much energy, spars thousands of rounds, so he can go the 5 rounds every single time. So he can bring it on in the last 2 rounds. And I think Du Plessis can too. So that's why I'm sort of more unsure. If I could guarantee Du Plessis' gas tank's going to hold up, I'm more leaning towards Dricus. I think Dricus maybe does have more ways of winning. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting fight. A lot there. You've got the build-up. They've built the fight up. They've already had their round 1. Now we're going to see rounds 2 to 6, which is going to be pretty epic. Going to be a great fight to start off the year. Great card to start off the year. And they're my picks. So UFC 297 is this weekend. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be some great fights. Pay-per-view is always fun. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all your business. Make sure you comment. Let me know your picks. Let me know your predictions. Let me know what you think of my picks, if I've got it wrong and why I'm wrong. Chat to me in the inboxes or in the messages, whatever you want to call it, in the comments, and I'll see you there. And hey, thanks again for listening, and till next time, love yous.